Me gala freak, I do we some gala
heard
free,
that
some
song.
gala freak, I do we some gala free, some gala freak, I do we some gala free, some gala freak, but the we Papa me the gala mana me na anika, on up in the me na anina, and then up in and freaky, my
Bundy
sex
River.
don't get
Bundy River.
baby. Yo, if you want Zonda bud, we can do it. Hit about the money, and a
ashtray over
freaky,
here?
freaky. Imagine being 12 and dropping that.
Dropping what?
That song.
Oh.
They were 12?
That nigga was 12. Lil
Oh.
Vicious was 12. 14 maybe.
Yeah.
But imagine. Imagine.
Every time I imagine if I was really young and had a lot of success, I'd be like, thank God.
What?
That did not happen to me.
Yeah, I would hate that.
I would have been out of fucking control.
Like Drew Barrymore doing coke at 12.
I was out of control and I wasn't
Hollywood
even
parties.
rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
well, yeah, yeah.
Just to be
That's
normal.
what that's shit. I cherish that time.
So many people aren't normal kids no more.
Look at Justin Bieber, man. Yeah. Like,
Britney
He got off
Spears.
light.
Britney Spears, prime example.
yeah.
Britney's free.
Example for that ass.
Britney's free too now.
Yeah.
Finally got out of her conservatorship.
Find out whether or not she was supposed to be free.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
I think so.
Yeah, I wanted that for her.
You see, but it's so crazy because social media, these kids today, it's like they're almost kind of celebrities in the sense that anything they do will stay with them for the rest of their life.
yeah, true.
Whatever they did or said at 12
Right.
Facts.
will follow them for the rest of their life. Whereas with us, it's like whatever the stupid, sexist or fucking homophobic shit that we said when we were kids, it's not on record.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And back then, there's a lot of that shit.
Yeah. I remember at 18 in one of my home movies, I had like a joke that pretty much like was okay with rape. yeah.
Man, you let that joke fly
Yeah,
today.
because my brother says, I say to my brother, it's like, yes, and remember, when she says stop, and he's like, yes, I know, stop it. I was like, hell no, keep on going. There's no commercial breaks on the Playboy channel. And I was watching that as an adult. I was like, oh shit, this cannot see the light of day.
Man, they could take you out for anything nowadays.
yeah. Shane and Petty today was canceled. Doggity.
So Alicia's cousin, I don't know. I think I told you about him like years ago. He played the drums and shit. He was like in drumline and shit like that. He is currently teaching the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Giants drumline in the Poconos right now.
Teaching them what?
shit.
Teaching them how to play the fucking drum. He's like training the drumline
Oh,
Damn,
shit.
that's
for
cool.
the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Giants. Shit's
Oh, that's fire.
That's dope.
fire as fuck.
Yeah.
Shit
Just
crazy.
out here moving up.
Hell yeah. He was in Japan a few years ago,
Yeah.
just playing overseas. Just living fucking life.
Damn.
Living my best life.
But recently, he just did an Affleck commercial. I don't know if y'all
Oh,
recently
damn.
seen the Affleck commercial, and they're like doing like a drum line.
I don't
That is
think so.
him. He
Oh,
wrote
no.
the music for it. He's in the
Oh,
commercial.
Damn,
shit.
he's like-
Every
Yeah, that's
time that
fire.
bitch air, that nigga get a check.
Yeah,
Oh,
hell yeah,
damn.
that's fire.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Marcus Jr.
Nice.
Shout out to him for real.
Shout out.
Man, I feel like it was
we
like.
about to get him
feel-
for an interview.
Yeah, definitely. I
Yeah.
feel like it took so long for us to like. I feel like it took so long for somebody to tell us or us people to realize that like, if you want to be in entertainment, yeah, you can make a lot of money doing more than just rapping
Yes.
Yeah.
or even playing the sport. Like, all those people need somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like
kid
being an important team member is you could be. I mean, like he's playing music, but I'm saying like y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
being
being an
somebody's
important team,
manager,
yeah, that'll
a
take you
far.
videographer,
Right.
Yeah.
an assistant. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
just wanted to
Yeah.
help somebody. Do like
Yeah,
do their
wanting to
thing,
help somebody.
yeah.
I feel like it just took so long for like, I don't know, for me to even hear people talking about that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do this. Sometimes I'll be like, I wish I can go back, but then I'll be like, yeah, right.
Go back
I
where?
would go back. I'm not
Go
even
back
gonna
where?
hold you.
Go back in terms of,
You mean time?
not time,
I would.
like more of,
Put me back at 14.
what if I wasn't AJ the
That's-
Menace and I was just like a regular
Andrew.
guy? Yeah, I was
You were
just
Andrew.
I was just Andrew.
Oh.
I was just Andrew.
Oh, like in
Ward.
maybe alternate dimensions.
Yeah.
And
They
shit.
call you AJ, like, bro, my name is Andrew.
Yeah, I was just Andrew, and I wasn't on a podcast. I didn't rap. Me and Leon were just friends. We
Yeah.
didn't do no creative shit. We just like
Y'all
you know,
still work that spectrum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
worked together.
Chilling.
Yeah,
Just say
like,
hey.
just a regular nigga. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Y'all might spend a lunch break together, maybe.
like I be thinking about that shit sometimes because I'm like, bro, like all of us are not regular.
Yeah.
All of us.
Oh,
None of us are regular.
Like
you
we
know
have a
what I'm
talent
saying?
of sorts.
Just of the podcast alone, like
Yeah, that's true.
we are some sort of public figures in people's eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like that shit's just kind of crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Just like
Yeah.
thinking about like,
Yeah.
man, what if I just never did any of that stuff? And I was just one of these people who just I watched a podcast like this.
Yeah, we know people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
just like they were just married with kids and watching us do stuff.
Exactly.
yeah.
And it's like, man, but that's just I guess I'm just not built for it, bro. You know what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, what would
Yeah,
that
I don't
be?
know.
Like, what if you just never cared? You just love movies, but you were like, I don't want to write a
But I
script.
don't. Yeah. I had no aspiration to
write
like
a
actually
script.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would be. I don't know. I feel like
I don't know what I'd do. I don't know where I would be. I don't know if I'd
Oh,
be
I would.
married.
I would definitely already be a nurse already or something. Or
So-
actually, no. I'll probably. Now that I'm looking back at it,
think it'd be married career because we're 30. All of
Yeah.
us are in our 30 plus.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you think you'd have a job for 10 years, maybe had a
definitely,
kid
I
and a
think I
wife.
definitely still
Kid
would've-
and a wife.
Maybe not 10
Yeah.
years, but 5+ years.
Yeah.
Had the same job, but it was somewhere where you knew you were going to be for a while.
Yeah. Cause see, it even goes even deeper. Just like like sometimes like if something changes in your upbringing and shit, that could totally sway you on a different path. You know,
Yeah.
like what if my dad held my hand a little more?
Right,
you know,
right,
it's like
right,
oh
right,
shit, maybe
right.
that made me more confident to do something else. You know?
Right.
What if my mom
good
never
point.
got laid off during the recession?
Oh.
Mm.
Oh
Fucking
yeah.
broke, bro. Bro, I ate
Yeah.
sleeping sandwiches
I think about
for so
stuff
many
like that all the
times-
time.
So many weeks, bro.
Like, what
so
if I
many
never
months.
left Jamaica? Like that type
Oh
of shit.
yeah.
That
What
bro,
if I never
that
left
is
Jamaica?
Yeah,
one
like
of
what if
my
you never left
what-
Jamaica?
dog.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
have that thought because, like, I'm my family's from Virginia. That's where I was born. I've been here since I was 3. But, like, I think I had maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I was like, yo, my life would be so much different had I still stayed in Virginia. I know for a fact I would have had at least 3 children.
Yo, nigga.
Because for one, like, women in my family is everybody
All of them just popping kids
all
out.
early.
Yeah.
Early. My mom had my brother at 17. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
All of them had kids under 21.
all of them.
Damn.
All of them.
Yeah, you
Maybe
definitely
except for
had
like
it.
one of my aunts. You know what I'm saying? Like I was.
she
it's
was the
like
outlier,
it's destined.
though.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, and she's the baby. That's probably like the only reason.
Because she saw everybody
Exactly.
else doing it.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, damn, like I know for a fact I would have had like 3 or 4 kids, probably by like 3 or 4 different men. Like I know I probably would have never went to college, and I probably would be working at the fucking shipyard doing a little fire extinguisher.
Now
shit.
that's some real shit. Like,
But but
yeah,
it's money
yeah.
in that. But like that's like
Yeah.
a regular thing. That's what my cousins do. Like most of my family work for the fucking shipyard or for the military. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. I might have joined the military. I do think about
Oh,
that. You
that's-
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I do
real
come from
shit.
a military family, but I think if
True.
it could have
Might have been
been that, especially being around like my brothers more. Like I'm pretty sure he would have pushed me to like go in the Navy or into the Marines like a little bit.
I think I
a
would
little
have,
bit
if I'd
more.
have stayed up north where I used to live, I think I would have possibly had a child. Possibly. But I don't know what I would have done, bro. I don't know what I would have
Yeah.
done, bro, because like even when I look at the opportunities that and it's strange too because the school that I went to a really like that school district was fire. Like really great school district. So it wasn't like everybody that went to that school was a bum, period.
Yeah.
It's like most of the people that went to that school are stable adults to this
Yeah.
day. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Of course, there's a fuck ups in every school, but let's just say that this school had a high percentage, just like a school you might go to in Wake County. You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
like Ravenscroft or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
Ravenscroft or,
Yeah.
or Gibbons or something like that. But I'm like, even then, I'm like, what the fuck would my career would have been? Maybe I was up north, I might have been into some sort of union job or something.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
like that because
Yeah.
they have a lot of those.
They
and
do.
And Monday through Friday, I'd be getting up at like 4 a.m.
Damn.
to go to my union job.
This-
Yeah, because that's
literally
that's
6 to 6.
yeah, 66, because that's what they be on. They get paid great. They get paid great money, and they jobs be secure. And them union dudes up north, like New York, Jersey, Philly, man, they be working for them jobs 30, 40 years, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
facts.
It's
Facts.
like,
Like, I've been working for his job for like 5-6 years already. And I was like, damn, nigga, what?
yeah,
Yeah.
yo,
It's
it's
the
like
same job?
those jobs. But North Carolina, they don't have unions in North Carolina, do they?
Nah.
Hell no.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a what is it, like a work
Oh, at
work
will.
free
At
stuff.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
work
Yeah,
free
I
stuff. or some
definitely
shit
know it's
like
at will.
They can just fire you whenever the fuck they want, no
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah. Have y'all been fired a lot?
No.
Ever?
Nah.
I've definitely been fired before.
I was about to get one time, but I quit right before.
I only been
Like,
fired.
You beat it
I
to
think
the
I've only been
punch.
fired for like maybe 1 or 2 jobs. Like, yo,
See, I pulled that move one time,
Yeah.
but then somebody was like, "You fucking idiot! You could have got unemployment if you got
Unemployment,
fired."
yeah. That's what they told me.
So
too,
that's
but-
the thing. It's like even if, unless you have something set up and you're just
Yeah.
like, "Fuck it, I'm leaving anyway." Like, as crazy as it sounds, you might as well push it till you get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you might as well just take it to the end,
'Cause
bro.
you'll
Just
get-
know
yeah.
that every day might be your last.
Yeah.
Take it to the end because at least you can get a little bit of unemployment till you get a new job.
Yeah.
Unless you get a new job, so sometimes you get a new job so quick. Because I've had that happen where I got fired, but
Get
then I had a
another,
new
yeah.
job within
Fast.
a week and a half,
Yeah.
and unemployment takes at least 2-3 weeks to kick in. You know what I'm saying? You're not
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't start immediately as soon as you get fired.
Yeah.
So,
right.
but people with those union jobs, bro, they move with a different level of like. They move with a different level of confidence because they know their job ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog, they really do.
Like down here, niggas be like, if I don't own it, nigga, anything can happen.
Anything
And
can happen.
literally
Outta
anything
here.
can happen.
You know, the way I look at it, like, remember when, like, what if you never met a certain person in your life? Like, if your life wouldn't
True.
go, yeah, because
Yes.
there's my friend,
a fact.
one of my friends named Jennifer, in my senior year. I didn't know what I was gonna do after high school. I had no plans. I didn't know. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
It was her, and I didn't have the you know, like the aspiration to like actually be like a filmmaker and all that.
Gotcha.
That was just a fun hobby that I did from like fucking
Yeah, that you and
13
your
to
brother used to
18.
do,
You know,
fucking around. Yeah.
yeah, fucking around making real, real movies. Like
Yeah.
when I say real, I mean like they're like an hour and a half.
Like actual
plus,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I
movies.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
really have videos of you like making movies.
8 home
Acting out a
movies.
whole movie.
Yeah.
8
With full
full
fight
movies.
scenes.
Um,
and they fight scenes was in
Yeah.
depth.
Yeah.
Depth.
Like
Choreography,
yeah,
like,
the
Yeah.
first
crazy.
two. The first one, it was me, my brother, and my friend. It was just the three of us. The ones after that, it was just me and my brother playing everybody, putting on different wigs and and
That's
playing different.
funny.
Yeah.
I love that.
But they're all like an hour and a half to 2 hours. You know, like have a beginning, middle, and end. You know, so
That shit
I
is
knew
so
how to tell a
dope.
story from 12 to like 18. You know,
Yeah.
and you could see the progression because at 12 it's just like. Ooh.
Cringy, but you're like,
Cringe.
oh damn, you can see a noticeable jump.
Yeah, too many fades and no structure. By the time I was like 16, that's when they started getting like, my dad was the biggest test because when I was
Okay.
12, he
'Cause,
couldn't
yeah,
like
he's a
stand
movie
those
buff.
movies. I mean, he never said it to me, thank goodness,
But you
because
could
that would have
tell.
crushed me.
Yeah.
He told me when I was older, you
Yeah.
know, like when I was a man. That's
Yeah.
when he was like, yeah, those first few were rough, you know. But you know, I'm so glad. Like I thank him that he didn't tell me that when I was 12 because
Yeah.
that probably
He
would have.
can't crush you.
I looked up to him a lot, so and he's the reason why
If
I'm
he was
into
like,
movies.
"This is trash,"
This is
you
trash.
probably would've never
I
picked it up
probably would have
again.
never made a movie ever again.
Yeah.
you know? But luckily he didn't say that. But when I was 16, I made this like kind of like psychological thriller, and my mom and stepdad, they were watching it. And there was a point where my stepmom asked what was going on in the story. It was like, wait, what's happening here? And my dad turned to her. It was just like, no, well, you see, he did this and he did that and all that stuff. And I was like,
Okay,
Like
yeah,
a
y'all.
yeah,
Like a
I
real
was so
movie.
happy. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
he's
dope.
invested.
Yeah,
He's invested in the
that's-
story.
yeah, bro,
I was like,
yeah.
that's so crazy. No, yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah, but I was saying like with my friend, like my Jennifer, like she's the one that came up to me in drama class and was just like, "Hey, there's this digital film school like in Raleigh, and maybe you might think about doing that," you know?
Oh,
And that's
shit.
what made me
Yeah,
like when I
literally
went
went
there. That's what made me. I was like, "Oh, I could do this like for real."
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's when it hit me. Before then, it was just
It was just a
pretend
hobby,
shit.
yeah.
yeah. But
I didn't even know there was. I didn't even know there were schools
yeah.
that you could go to.
Honestly,
for
I didn't
stuff
know
like
that either. Yeah, I didn't know that
I
either.
didn't even
Until that moment.
I didn't know until I was at Wake Tech in college.
Oh, they have one there, don't they?
They
Oh,
don't
do they?
have one there, but I would hear people on campus talking about it, like other people that knew about it.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like especially because we were like just started rapping, so we were hanging around a bunch of people, and I remember definitely some people like, yeah, I'm doing my regular class here, then I plan on going over to whatever the name of
like
that school
Digital
is in
Circus or
Raleigh. I
whatever?
can't remember what it's called.
That's what. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
It's
What is it? The
Digital
circus?
It was like School
Digital
of
Circus,
Communication
yeah.
Arts / Digital Circus. They got.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad they got rid of that shit and just called
School
it
of Arts,
Yeah,
School
whatever.
of
Yeah,
Art.
but I
no, there's like
remember-
Living Arts.
Living
Living
Arts.
Arts College, yeah.
College,
Living Arts
yeah.
I
College,
think something. Yeah.
And it looks
So yeah,
different
I
and
didn't
shit.
even know there was a. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing at all. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
knew a few people that had went there when I was in high school, so
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it until
And
she
Full Sail,
showed me
they used
that.
to do shit like that at
Yeah,
Full Sail.
Full
I know
Sail.
a lot of people that went to Full Sail and shit.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do that. They do that
get
online
Shane
course a lot too. Yeah, they do
Yeah.
Full Sail
All
online
Sorry,
course.
sorry.
All in my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah,
all
I
in his
did.
face.
Oh, I
My
didn't
bad,
even see it.
my bad.
I thought it was.
Oh,
that way.
but speaking of like, if you'd have never met certain people,
Yeah.
like I think about if I never met your brother, I wouldn't know you. But that would like, same with Leon. If I never went to Wake Tech, because what made you end up going to Wake Tech anyway? Like, were you in high school and you were like, I know I'm going to community college. Like, I'm not even pressed on a 4-year, or did you try to go to a 4-year?
I tried to go to a 4-year and got deferred.
Oh, got you. Okay, so
yeah.
see, mine was all senior year. I wasn't thinking shit about a college.
Yeah.
I
me either.
I wasn't like thinking so
I
much
had
about
no
it. I
direction.
wasn't trying to go to a specific one.
Yeah.
I just like applied because they wanted me to apply.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
in
Just
my
'cause
head, I
that
wasn't
was
really
you
like.
had to pretty much.
Yeah.
Had
you
no
looked crazy if
direction.
you didn't even try.
Right. But it was like it wasn't like you know, I said I was going to be an engineer the whole time, always, but I always said that just because there was money in engineering.
Yeah.
When I got
I
older,
remember
I
you
started
saying that,
realizing
too. I
that,
forgot about
okay, I definitely don't want to do engineering, but I actually have like a real want for money, like naturally, like
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well, like
yeah.
outside of just like knowing it'll do. I think that's really why, because I know it's going to do well for me. So
Right.
when I realized that was that, I was like, well, shit, I'll just do whatever the fuck I want to do and just make money off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I'm like, as I'm older, that's why I started rapping, because I was like, there's money in everything. I started realizing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then as we got older and shit, I realized that, you know, now it's the same thing. Like, there's so many business ventures you can do as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. See, when I was in college, when I was in high school, I remember my mom used to be on my fucking head. Bro. Oh my God. Look up scholarships, look up grants. I didn't even
That's
know
my
where
mom
to
all day.
fucking start.
Oh,
You know?
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
She used to always say that, and I'll be like,
Where's the signs of
I'm
that?
supposed to type in grants.com?
Yeah. Exactly, man.
I was like, like when they would tell me that, in my mind, I'm like, you keep talking to me
start?
like
Yeah.
you gave me the key already.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's like basically like they hand you like a car
fact.
key and say, just drive the car, and it's like you're at a car
Yes,
dealership. It's like
dog.
which
Yeah.
fucking
Yes, bro.
So
And
they're
it was,
pressing the button like, okay.
yeah.
and then I almost feel like people said it's so matter of fact, like I'm automatically supposed to know where to look
To do
that I
everything,
wasn't gonna
yeah.
ask because you're talking to me like literally everybody knows where to
Yeah,
go.
except
To get
me.
it, except me.
And then I'm gonna be
like,
stupid if I ask.
Think
Yeah.
about asking.
I'm like, I
yeah.
feel like it'd be stupid if I even bring this shit up because
Yeah, it's like, so where do you get these things?
yeah, and it was like I remember one time I've only been on like a college scholarship or grant website one time, and I remember the one that I did go to. I don't remember the name of it, but I just remember it being like, imagine Craigslist, but you know how in between each Craigslist post there's like spacing a little bit. Imagine them just stacked on top of each other in like an Excel grid, and it was hyperlink after hyperlink after hyperlink.
Oh, God.
Of like 50 of them straight down that you could click, and I guess they were all grants and scholarships. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Like,
You have to spend 2 hours here.
I'm like,
Every last one of
like
them.
I'm like I have to click all of these, read them, see if I qualify, and move to the next. Like
man.
I went on that shit one time, bro, and I was like, so wasn't even thinking about college. Long story short, and then like I'm about to graduate, and my mom's like, "So man, what you gonna do?" And I was just like, "I'm just gonna go to Wake Tech. Like I'm just gonna go to the community
Yeah,
college."
yeah.
Because she kind of already knew, so I feel like she did stop like even trying to press me. For 4 years, she was like, "We're just gonna send him to community college." Then I went there and I did so bad on my placement test, so bad. I was in that placement test like
Crying.
when I was taking the test, I was literally like this.
Yeah.
Thought I was done. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's all I'm thinking. I thought this was over.
Yeah.
I graduated. I got the high school diploma. I thought I was done
It's
with
like it never ends because then you have to
Yes,
like.
bro. I couldn't believe. So I started guessing. I'll never forget this section. There was a section where they had you read like a paragraph or two.
Yeah.
And you had to click each sentence, and if there was an error, you had to correct the error. But every sentence was highlighted. So you can click on a sentence that was completely fine, but if you made some sort of error, that would count against you.
Right.
Right.
It wasn't the sentences that had errors highlighted. It was every sentence was highlighted.
Yeah.
Nigga, I said, fuck this shit. I just started guessing. I started clicking shit, changing shit. I was like, fuck it. Who cares at this point?
Yeah. I give up.
I want this section to be done so bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nigga, by the time I passed that shit, I think my mom was looking at me like, he's an idiot. My mom, I think she really thought
There's something wrong with you.
like literally I did so bad on the test. I think my mom was like terrified that like she's like, what did he learn in the last year? Like,
Yeah.
I think, but she don't know. But I know I stopped. I just started picking shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even read the questions after a while. I just started clicking shit.
Yeah.
I had to take a whole year and almost a half or a year and a semester of prerequisites at Wake Tech, the O classes.
Yeah.
So they don't count towards any college credits at all.
Right.
It's just taking high school classes again.
That's me right now.
Yes.
That's literally what
Nigga.
I'm doing right now.
I couldn't do it again.
I did
Like,
a whole year of them shits. I did a year and part of a quarter,
Nigga.
part of a semester. Bro, I worked so hard that year. And coming up, my GPA is still 0.0. I was like, I'm done. I'm not going back. Fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you kidding me, bro? I have no college credits yet.
Yeah.
So no matter
Yo.
what, unless I was like the type of dude that was going to be taking like, 4 classes a semester was heavy. If I was taking like 5 or 6, I could have banged it out maybe in one full year. So that,
Right.
but long story short, Wake Tech was going to take me at least 3 years out just off the strength of my placement test.
Yeah.
So I did that 1 year and a half, and then I dropped out, and then I was out of school for like 2 or 3 years, and then I went back because at that point everything was college credits, and then they had this new curriculum where I could take less classes and get my associates. Definitely jumped on that, and it was in my lane, business administration.
Yeah.
So I was like, I took that and I was able to finish it in like a year and a half. But yeah, man,
I don't know, man. Like if I
hated
didn't,
that shit. I hated it.
I think after high school, if I didn't meet my friend Jennifer, I'd probably just be working at Walmart, working at Walmart
yeah.
forever. You know, because I had literally had no direction. It was just like I was just like a
that, though,
daydreamer, and
As you meet people in your life, they can like help you
Just
move certain
happenstance,
ways.
almost.
Like shit, just like you
Yeah,
start
dog,
transitioning
yeah.
without even realizing.
yeah,
And even meeting your brother, yo, like
yeah.
we met each other. We had
Oh, I
no
thought you meant me
we
when
had-
I met my brother.
we had no reason. We honestly had no reason to even really interact that much. Kind of, but not really. He was in workforce, so if anybody's worked at a call center, workforce are just like the people who are watching over everybody taking calls in the call center.
Yeah.
So if you're in break for too long, they'll reach out to you, or they'll reach out to your supervisor and be like, take him out of break. Your lunches are too long, stuff like that. So he was just watching over everybody's stuff. So he was never my supervisor, never on my team. So it's not like my other team members where we spend 40, 50 hours a week together
Yeah.
and we were talking. I just saw him in passing. And then I was just like, once I found out like he did beats and he was always goofy or whatever, like our personalities, when he would come around, we would talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We were
Yeah.
never mean to each other. It was like we joined in on each other's conversation. And then once I found out he did music, I was like, yo, my roommate be doing music. Like, you got to come by. I'm literally down the street.
Yeah.
And then it still took like a month and a half to 2 months for him to come.
Yeah.
Then the first night he finally comes, I was asleep by the time he got there.
Yeah.
And I woke up when he got there and I was like, yeah, just go to the room back there. And then he's in the room.
Yeah.
And then they made the song Entree.
Yeah.
And he was already asleep. Yeah.
Yup.
And see,
I
and
was asleep.
around that time, that's when he really started like fucking around with the hip hop beats
Yeah.
in general. You know, because prior to that, it was he and I. Oh yeah, there was this whole section where we were trying to be in rock bands and shit. We were like 4.
Oh, yeah.
Never went anywhere because we were always missing a member. It's like if we
Talking
didn't have a
about-
guitarist, we
we're
didn't
talking
have a
about
drummer.
Shane's brother, Summers.
Yeah, Summers now. Yeah,
Yup. Now
you know,
Summers.
formerly known
You
as
got
Agent
another-
MIDI.
You got another? Whoa.
Same
guy,
same
yeah.
brother.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
many names.
I have a third
Yeah.
brother, but
Oh, do you?
step brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Step brother,
Yeah,
but
formerly known as
Agent
Agent MIDI.
you
but
knew Agent MIDI what 10 years or something?
Ghost status.
Summers now,
Yeah.
you said?
Summers.
Summers,
Summers,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Like Summers or Summers?
yeah, yeah, like
S-O-M.
S-O-M.
yeah,
Nah,
Okay,
S-U-
Summers.
S-U-M.
Oh, no, it is
S-U-M-A-R-S.
A-R-S.
Summers.
That's what it
Summers.
is.
Yeah,
S-U-M-A-R-S.
Summers.
Summers.
What's
yeah.
the
Summers.
meaning behind that? Yes, anyone?
He told me. He
Yeah,
did
yeah,
tell
he
me.
did tell me.
He told me, bud.
No, he told me like the inspiration for doing it, but I kind of forgot.
see if you can FaceTime. He might answer. See if
Yeah.
you can FaceTime real quick. See if
Yeah.
he answer.
Curious about that.
No, because he explained to me the inspiration and all that stuff, but I forgot
I
like
can
what it
do it
was.
from here.
do it.
I
You
forgot.
should.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be like, hey man, we on the podcast. We just want you to explain.
Explain your name,
Just-
your
just
your
talk to
new
us real
name.
quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a dog at the Dow.
Yeah, man.
We have a lot of dogs on. We have a lot of dogs in this area right now.
We do
Yeah.
have a lot of dogs on the podcast.
Yeah,
But yeah, bro.
Dog.
Yeah.
yeah.
The time
But
that
yeah.
we met definitely like
Damn.
the time that we met definitely like helped like pointed us in this direction. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
bro.
were you thinking about
Yeah.
doing music at this time? Like,
yeah, I was thinking, but it was like
Yeah.
I met them, and not only was it like I was already thinking about, I was actually working on it. I was already going that route.
Yeah.
I had already started releasing songs and stuff. They just were like on Facebook and other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just building up the pen game. So we met, but like they all were with the energy, and I was like, oh, these niggas is moving the same way. So it was like,
yeah, might as well jump
now
on the
it's like,
train.
now it's like we like, oh hell yeah, let's fucking go. Like,
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing is,
yeah.
The hell?
I don't know. What's
Sounds like she
happening
fighting out there with the
Yes.
dog. Oh,
I
she
feel like
locked
if they-
herself.
Oh, okay. I feel like if they were actually fighting and she needed our help, she would be like, she would
Yeah,
scream.
you-
She
we-
would- yeah.
we would hear her,
She would
yeah.
be out there trying to break that shit up. By
So
herself.
Yeah, yeah, we were here.
She'd be like, AJ,
Yeah, AJ, get your ass out of here.
somebody help me with these goddamn dogs. Yeah, that shit would be crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Going buck wild. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man, a lot of the thing that was crazy, like he was saying how back then meeting everybody helped form or shape where we're all at today.
Yeah.
I wasn't even hanging out with people like that did music. Like I just ended up in this group of people, and
Yeah.
even the people that I initially thought like Drew, I didn't know that he rapped at all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But he was in that group, and then I'm like, damn, all these niggas rap, all these niggas freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
But then all of that, it led to Shakedown? You know, like once, you know,
yeah, because
sort of piece by piece.
yeah, easily because I would.
And then you met everybody at Shakedown. Yeah.
Yep, I would have never done music, period, if it
Yeah.
wasn't for meeting Leon
Yeah.
and hanging out with that group in Wake Tech. And then we would have never, the people, they were all around the same age trying to get it
Yeah.
or make it. And they were like, yo, we're doing a show at Shakedown and Ruckus Pizza.
Oh.
Those are the first two places that I knew that somebody with no name at all could get a show.
Yeah.
So it was like I went to my homeboy's performance one time, and he had a performance there.
Yeah.
Shout out to FKBS.
FKBS.
Yup, Frank Castle, Ben Savage, FKBS. Yup. He had I had met him, and he was like, "Yo, I'm performing at Ruckus Pizza." I was like, "Damn, niggas is performing." You know what I'm saying?
In like restaurants and stuff?
Yeah,
Like, wow.
and like when we went there, that shit was so dope, bro.
Yeah.
Because that was when I met his boy Dexter,
Yeah.
and that was when I met his crew at the time, and his crew's name was RDU. And Dexter, Frank, and damn, bro, I can't remember my man's name. I run into him all the time too. It's the third member. Fuck,
Shit. It'll probably come to you.
fuck, man, it's gonna come to me. My bad, bro.
Yeah.
You know it's all love.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah. You
It's
know
been-
all
it's been
love.
a while.
Yeah, it's been a
Since
while,
Shakedown
bro.
days.
But I remember that, yeah, bro, them three niggas was up there performing and shit. I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Niggas is really doing this shit. Like,
yeah.
these niggas had CDs, but there was a whole culture of that in Raleigh.
Around
I
that
just-
time.
Around that time, I just wasn't part of it, but people were really, like 3 a.m., shout out to 3 a.m., and in high school, he was known as Nick News.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he was doing shows and performances. He's always been on the music tip.
Yeah. Yeah. We thought you were fighting out there with the dog.
No, like Ghost and Nalo were fucking fighting,
Oh.
playing, but and then she tried to get away from him and ran into that tin trash can out there.
Damn, ran head first into
had
it.
to separate him for a little while.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
know, Ghost don't. He is just very playful. He don't realize how big he is.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
But she gonna grow up tough though.
yeah.
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 She gotta know how to get her squabbles in. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
So when I came out there, she was like, "All right, nigga, like move."
That's how that's what it's like going to a dog park. It's like your dog gonna have to figure out how these other dogs are getting down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like at some point.
Bro, the dog part I take Ghost to, them other dogs. I thought Ghost was bad. Them niggas bad as shit, and they're
Bad.
old. They're older. They're way older. They're so bad.
Oh, yeah.
They are so bad.
Well,
Like
their owners ain't-
spoiled,
'cause-
fucking rotten.
Yeah. 'cause
And they be
owners don't
big
give a fuck.
ass dogs. Like this one lady has 4 Great Danes. And there's another dude out there that has 4.
I never want to.
You see them all the time? That's
all
how
the
you
time.
know? Oh,
Like
okay.
every time we go there, they're almost there. Every
I would
time.
never want one of those super large breeds like Great Danes. Man, they don't live long enough.
Yeah. They
Oh,
do.
really? Oh,
Like
Man,
so
7
big.
years.
7,
7
10 years. I mean, 10 is like they're decrepit at 10, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those really big dogs. It's because the way the dog was bred, it literally was not supposed to be that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they always have these crazy health issues. And it's like you're either always at the vet or like really on top of it so that your dog doesn't get sick or anything or have a lot of pain. or they just die soon because but like Great Danes, man, you don't get that much time out of them.
Sort of like light bulbs, man. It's like a
Yeah.
lot of wattage, you'll burn out faster.
Yeah, man, like a Thomas Edison filament,
Yeah.
like light bulb, like an original.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I guess we should open this up.
Did he
Yeah.
answer your FaceTime?
He didn't.
Oh
answer.
yeah. Oh yeah.
He
Keep in mind too that LA time is like 3 hours earlier.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
shit,
So
it
he's probably
is.
sleeping
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
early, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
think
10
about that.
It's
a.m.
afternoon
He's
for us, but
probably
it's
just not
still-
moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably still
Yeah, he
asleep
might
and
just be getting, especially if he would do anything last night.
Mhm.
So yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's open this joint up.
All right.
You can count on it. You can count on it. You can count on me. You can count on me too. You can count on it. You can.
So, you know,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Welcome
Welcome,
Welcome,
to the Three Oak Podcast, where even the artists can be fans. AJ the Menace.
Shane and Petty.
Cherry TNT.
And welcome back to the Treehouse, nigga. We're back in the Treehouse. I'm gonna make sure I start saying that consistently.
Oh
so that
yeah.
people know, because people do like the Treehouse thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna make sure I keep saying it consistently. So we switched up the time, y'all. We
Yeah.
been in here chilling.
I bet they can't even tell because it's like to them, it's just like it could be day night. I mean, day
Everybody,
night.
so many
It could
people
be
that have
day
come here, they thought we were in some office building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had
yeah.
no idea that we were back here, even
Yeah.
when the walls weren't done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They thought we were somewhere, but yeah,
Yeah. Because even with the daylight, you can't really tell.
yeah, it's not enough
You know,
light,
like
'cause
it's
we
still
have the studio lights.
it's still
on all the
normal to
time.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but,
But we
um,
are doing it at a different time though.
Yeah,
We're
we're
doing it
doing
early
it-
instead of late.
doing it early instead of late because we old.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
know
true.
what I'm saying?
yeah.
We're better about time management.
The
Yeah.
night started getting crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Time.
and it's a Sunday night. You know what I'm saying?
we
It's
have
a Sun-
bedtimes and shit.
Niggas got bedtimes. Look, last
gotta be
night.
to class.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Last night we was watching the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight at,
Oh,
at
okay.
Leon's crib.
Yeah.
And it pretty much started at 12. I fell asleep. I was
Oh.
exhausted.
Yeah, it
I
was
was
not-
exhausted, bro. I was exhausted,
Yeah.
and I
As soon as
woke
the
up
bell rung.
Oh yeah.
two
Yeah.
times maybe during the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he
Deontay
woke up
Wilder lost.
when,
Damn.
when one time I think he got the first knockdown. Everybody was like, "Whoa!" And then he like woke up. He looked around and just like readjusted. I was like, "Damn."
Because I didn't even think about it until last night, like when it was over. I was like, damn, I really don't be up this late. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
facts, yeah.
I didn't even realize it because I was like, why was I so tired? And honestly, I had like 2 drinks. You know them drinks,
Oh.
if you
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
get
put you down
drunk,
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that shit might have got me tired
That's
too.
true.
Because I
Yeah.
felt like I was feeling it after the first drink. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it was
I'd
in
be
my
like
mind.
that. That's how I am now.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was in my mind, but after the first drink, and it wasn't no big drink, I was like,
Yeah.
am I feeling something? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
Facts.
like, I'm feeling a little like light already.
Yeah. You start boxing the air.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think that definitely didn't help either.
Yeah.
But it's like not even like I was drinking that much, but yeah, nigga, I was knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. These are the times that, like, when you were a kid, you had bedtime, but you didn't want to go to sleep. Now,
yeah.
it's like you have to get a bedtime. Like, the older you get, it's just like you want to go to sleep. Like, around
Yeah.
12, that's when I started finishing.
Yeah, you start doing it the whole while.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat dance. But yeah, man.
Brown cow, brown cow. Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, you thought he was gonna sneeze?
Oh.
That's what. Yeah, I
was
was
like-
like, "What kind of devil talk are you doing?" Like, what's that?
I thought that was
Shit
like,
came out of nowhere.
bruh, I thought it was a yawn chant. I was like,
I chant for you.
I thought you was casting a spell on me for a second.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was. Hey, Leon, and she was looking. Leon, and she was looking right at me.
bro.
Yeah.
I saw.
Like,
He was like,
Everybody was like, "Hold up, what's happening?"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh
I
shit."
said, holy shit, what the fuck is happening right now? Wouldn't that be crazy? Have y'all ever, I mean, that ain't never happened to me, but have y'all ever been around somebody who just started popping off with like some sort of spell and chant or something crazy like that?
No, but
Like,
no,
y'all-
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
No.
Have y'all ever seen that?
No, but there's somebody in my family in St. Thomas where I don't know what it is. Like, you know, because they talk about voodoos and
Oh, yeah,
voodoos,
yeah,
voodoo
yeah.
and shit, like in the islands. Like, there is a woman on my mom's side where she's handicapped now, like mentally. Well, like the majority of her life. But I asked about her, and they said that when she was a young girl, she was normal. And she was completely normal. Now, she does this thing where it's like, and she always closing her eyes, and always seems like there's something going on inside. That
Yeah.
There's something torturous going on inside. But apparently, when she was young, her mom told her not to pass by this house. There's some woman that lives there or something like that.
Some
And
sort
I
of witch or
guess
something.
I don't know if she didn't say which, but it's just like just don't go to around that house or something.
Yeah.
Apparently, I guess she did, or she like the lady babysat her or something like that. Long story short, like when she came back,
probably
she
went
was
over there.
never
I
the
doubt
same.
She was a babysitter.
Yeah, I don't know. My mom was saying something like there was some grudge happening between her family and that other family, so they were wondering if they put some spell on her and fucked her up for the rest of her life, you know, because to be a normal toddler, and then
The switch.
all of a sudden, like they said, when she came back, she was never the same. Her eyes and stuff, like it was like. I don't know. Like she just now she kind of like goes in and out, you know, because sometimes she'll visit and I'll see her. She'll go in and out, but it's like she kind of just does this thing. But she was
They
said
ain't
when she
never
was
called
a kid,
a different, you know,
doctors they've
witch doctor
taken
or
her to
something?
doctor. Oh, my mom once took her to a doctor here, and the doctor said to her, "Do you know anything about like damn, what did he say? Was it witchcraft?" I'm trying to remember if it was the word witchcraft. Or no, he might have said
what the
voodoo,
actual
actually.
word-
He might have said
okay,
voodoo.
okay.
It's like, yeah, have you heard anything about like voodoo? And she said that had been swirling in her mind, but she was surprised the doctor brought it up.
Right.
Because they said that when people are getting their doctrine, being a witch doctor is something that they look is like a course or something like that, you know?
Doesn't that's crazy? Are you kidding
So
me?
it's
that's
actually
wild,
like
yeah.
a real like
Yeah, that's wild.
performing like
Can you
spells
can
and
you
stuff like
look
that. It's
that
actually
up?
real.
When a doctor's in school, do they do some sort of what's
Just
the
to
name
see if it's
what's
legit.
the name of their supernatural classes? Do they have any supernatural classes?
Yeah.
About supernatural healing.
Yeah.
Do all doctors go through supernatural
kinda
healing
like
class
witch-
or something, or do college or something like that? You know,
Some witch doctor
somewhere
kind
in
of
that
thing.
realm because
Witch doctors are supposedly
So he
real,
brought that up though.
The doctor brought that up because I guess he was like, nobody can get to what she has. Is if
Right,
it just
right.
it's not just like a regular mental disorder.
Everything probably Western wise
probably
probably looks
looks
normal as
normal.
hell.
No, yeah, and they just can't get to the CT scans and everything is totally right.
Right.
and
All the
inside
typical
mind.
stuff that you would do to diagnose somebody.
So
it doesn't
I
seem to
guess
be working.
at one point he just asked about that and saying that it's supposedly a real thing, you know? Like, have you ever heard about, you know, I mean, well, not ever heard about, but it's just like, you know, do you know anything about voodoo and all
yeah.
that stuff? He brought it up as a suggestion because I guess that was like sort of the last resort. What else could it be kind of thing?
Right.
So, but she thought it was funny that he brought that up when her mother, the patient's mother, had been claiming that that lady did something to her, you know, her daughter, you know?
Yeah.
So apparently, oh, what, you found
No,
something?
no,
Oh.
I can't. I don't even know how to really search that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
having a hard time even
Yeah,
trying to how to
but
word
it's,
it.
It's funny because like some of these links like I'm afraid to click on 'cause I don't know.
Yeah. Might go down some kind of scary conspiracy shit. Might fuck you up.
I might fuck my computer up. Click
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah. Or fuck your mind up.
Man,
Shit.
yo, that's some real shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because when you already know you're searching some shit you shouldn't be,
Yeah.
Facts.
you be
facts.
real hesitant to click on certain stuff because you be like, a lot of bad things can happen if I click this
Facts,
link.
bro.
And I'll never forget back in the day, and this is before.
Alternative medicine, maybe?
Alternative. Maybe it's in
maybe-
that area somewhere.
Maybe they'll call it
Because
something
one of
like
these
that.
links even says practicing witchcraft in college or university, a crash course, like teaching you how to practice
Yeah.
that shit in college.
Whoa.
Or
Suppose they put a spell on you with a video or some shit.
yeah, I don't-
It's like, no, I'm not watching this. And on top of that too, like with YouTube, if you look, you know, scary shit up. Like when I was back in my conspiracy theory days, you know,
Yeah.
but I tried to break away. When I tried to break away from it, every time I go to my homepage, it's like in my recommendation, you know, hey,
Yeah.
because it's just like algorithms and shit, you know. It's
You
just
have
like,
to. I had to like. That is one thing that I hate about the algorithm. One time I watched something that I did not mean to watch, or I just
Yeah.
kind of walked away and it kind of rolled into some shit that I would never watch. And then for days, it just stuff like that
Recommend
kept
stuff.
popping up. I was like, I don't want to watch this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
stop recommending
You got to
this
really
shit.
hit the right click and be like, not interested. Or I figured out how to fix it even quicker.
What?
If you go to your history, you delete them out of your history.
really? Is that simple? Really?
Yeah, then it'll stop popping up. You can either hit not interested, and it'll stop showing videos of that content.
You mean like YouTube history? Like you
YouTube
go
his-
to like the YouTube just delete, not like your like Google history. Like you
exactly
mean, like
your YouTube history.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then even if it does pop up on your homepage, hit the 3 dots, and it'll be like not interested, and it'll stop popping those type of videos up.
Yeah.
Because you really got to clean your shit out.
Yeah, man. You know, like every
I
time.
dated this one girl who would get so irritated. She like a tick.
Yeah.
If I watched the video if I changed her YouTube algorithm. It drove her insane.
Oh, shit.
She'd lose
Oh,
it.
really? It
She'd
was
be
one of her
like,
pet
yo, she'd be
peeves?
like, say we're like looking some shit up.
Yeah.
She'd be like, whatever you look up, make sure you take it out of the history. That's how I realized you could delete shit out the history.
Okay, yeah.
Because it would change her feed, and her
Yeah,
feed was
yeah.
tailor made. She valued the fuck out of her feed because
Yeah.
she would always get her new shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But that's
when I
how.
realized it was a thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the same, like with my favorite podcasts and like YouTube videos and stuff like that. You know, because of the history, it'll just like appear on the page without me having to look for it.
Yeah.
But there was this one time where I was like looking into like conservative entertainment, like you just like pundits on YouTube just talking about just to see like where their mind is at, because
Yeah.
they, when the whole like last year when Black Lives Matter and all that shit was happening, I was just like, let me go into the conservative part of YouTube and see what the fuck they're
Yeah,
talking
see
about.
what
And
they
of course,
talk
you know what to expect, but and they think liberals are crazy, but just to get perspective, because liberals think that conservatives are crazy, but the conservatives, they think liberals are crazy. Like, so I'm
Yeah.
like, so it's kind of like that Spider-Man meme where the two Spider-Mans are pointing at each
Yeah,
other. It's like, well,
yeah.
who's the crazy one?
Right.
Kind of confusing. But yeah, but on my homepage it's just like a bunch of conservative shit, and I was like, how the fuck did I get rid of this? But yeah,
Speaking of Black Lives Matter, is like,
do Black
what are-
lives still matter? No.
Like, what are they doing? Like, recently I've been seeing some shit pop up, and I really haven't dove into it, but
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter from what it was, and we're talking about the actual organization. We're not talking about
Okay.
what Black Lives Matters means, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Let me make that part clear too
Yeah.
for all y'all that are about to get excited, thinking about it just
Yeah.
see like Black
Yeah.
lives don't matter. Settle down, bitch.
Okay, our lives do not
Just
matter as
talking
much
about-
as everyone
yeah,
else's.
I'm talking
okay?
about the organization, not what it means.
Yeah, yeah.
So with the organization, you're gonna have the original person who started it step down.
I thought he was
White
killed.
people run it, basically.
Yeah,
Right
I
white
thought
now.
he was
people want
killed.
it. Yeah,
The
The
they-
original members. I thought I
the shit
read.
that
I
they
saw a video where they
the
were all
shit
killed.
that they choosing to support. You supporting motherfuckers twerking on tables instead of at protests where somebody
Yeah.
somebody else got killed. This is like
It's not what it is. Like,
It's like, what are y'all niggas doing? It's
I've
like
even-
I want to do more research before I really trash them, but I done seen too many things in the last 6 months to almost a year where I'm like,
It's been going on for a while, though.
yeah,
Like,
that's what
it
I'm
has,
saying. For
yeah.
a while, we're like, what the fuck
I've
are
even
they doing?
I've even seen people on like Instagram saying like to stop using like the hashtag and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
They're,
It's
they're
like
not.
Yeah, but
They're not
but that's the
supporting it.
problem with hashtag movements in general. It's hard to know where the organization starts and when
Right,
the
that is true.
sort of
I
like the
ain't
hype
about that.
train of it starts. Or where it ends. Because with the civil rights movement, it was sort of like they literally like organized and took to the streets. With these movements today, it's sort of just like just a hashtag, and it's just like, we're
Yeah.
all a part of it, but it's like, yeah, but who's really about it and who's just jumping
what's
on the
meaning
bandwagon?
behind
And,
it? Because
Yeah.
everybody adds shit without knowing what it is. There's plenty
Yeah.
of hashtags. You
And
don't-
and if something is popular enough, some people will just jump on for the hell of it just to be a part of it, without even understanding what it's really about. Yeah.
And so one of the things that because of that talk has been happening or whatever, it just had me thinking like, what happens when a black person starts a movement for black people? And mind you, black people's movements and bills and legislation has been silenced forever. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
silence forever. There's still no hate crime against violence against a black person. You know
As
what I
a-
mean?
as a
Like,
crime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as like a crime. Stuff like that. But like
Shout out to the Asians though, they got
the
that.
Asians and the LGBTQ plus community got one overnight.
Yeah.
And like lynching legislation has been trying to pass for 40, 50 years and they still can't get one through. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Or some kind of law where it's like if a police shoots an unarmed black person, it's like
Or
they-
anything like that. Anything that specifically
Fired or
deals with
something.
black race.
yeah.
They can't get no laws passed around it, but everybody
Somehow.
else but everybody else can.
Yeah.
So what has me curious sometimes is, and I think that's also why I want to talk to like certain people is like, what is happening? I don't think they can tell me. I think I have to go there for myself. But long story short, let me get it out. What is happening to where you're starting your cause with an initial mission? When is it changing? What is happening that's making it
Move
go
forward.
left?
Money.
Is it really all the money though?
Yeah, people are
Yeah.
donating to Black
Yeah.
Lives Matter.
Yeah.
and they're thinking
Yeah,
that
they're
this
donating.
is going towards something, and it's not. It's going in
Yeah.
the pockets of white people.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying like any organization
Maybe
that like
blackfishing.
encourages donating, I'm just like I would like to know where the money is actually going. Because
Yeah.
it's just like, hey, just donate. Yeah, but are we solving? Are we solving anything?
Like,
When I do-
are we,
what is this
are we
specifically
paying
going
for you
for?
to take a stance for my ideologies?
Yeah.
Like, are you actually doing something? Like
With that money, like
Yeah,
where is
yeah,
that?
yeah.
What
Or
is
am I
that money
just paying
going
for you to
towards?
take the stand
It's
so that
going
I
towards
feel
the
good about my
movement. It's like,
ideals?
yeah, but that's like putting
And
more
even
money
that-
towards
but-
the sky or some shit.
But even that person though, for even that person, like that blows my mind. Like, just what happens to that person? Because not only does the money just get lined in other people's pockets, that person's original dream or mission has been lost somewhere.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
To the point that they don't go away. They just start talking different. You'd be like, what the fuck are they talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what's actually happening? Like, who's actually, I don't know, man. It's so weird. I'll just be wondering, like, what's happening that's making them pivot or switch turns and stuff, or just change direction or lose what, or give the brand or the movement away to some bullshit.
Yeah. Just like again, like with civil rights, it shows that like they're fighting for civil rights, and
Yeah,
it
I
won't
think it has to
end
do a lot.
until we
I
get
think it has
that.
a lot to do with safety as well too.
Yeah,
I think it has a lot to do with safety too, because anytime people are advocating that hard for black people, your life is in danger.
yeah,
So
Them kids out there being bad as fuck.
yeah, your life is definitely in danger. Like Minister Farrakhan, his service, his security detail is better or on par with national.
Yeah.
What's that?
National
National
Guard,
security.
no,
Not secret service.
Service.
Secret
Yeah.
Service.
Secret Service.
Yeah, them
They're-
niggas ride for him.
Yeah, they're on like that level. The fact that he would need something on that level is ridiculous. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, mind you, Minister Farrakhan has some left shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying nothing crazy, but still, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Anybody else, Malcolm, Martin, these people are all killed.
yeah.
You know what I'm
By
saying?
quote
So,
unquote madmen.
I don't know, yeah. I wonder how much of it has to, I guess my question really is, I wonder how much of it has to deal with you are putting yourself in danger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's another thing with the organization of movements. Like, it's hard to keep a movement on track when there isn't some type of leader,
Yeah.
some type of person organizing it. Because like I said, with a lot of these hashtag movements, it's like there's no leader.
Yeah.
Like. And there's no like limit to who can join it either, because jumping on the Me Too movement thing is just like
Right.
a woman who has actually been sexually assaulted can join the movement,
Yeah.
but a woman who is just trying to get back at an ex-boyfriend or something like that, she can join it too. And then
And-
how do you
and-
decipher?
And get the equal level of support too.
Yeah, and how do you
Yeah.
decipher who's telling the truth and who isn't? Because then
Right.
there's Believe Women as well. So so it's just like, oh, okay, well,
That's the craziest hashtag ever.
yeah,
Believe women.
yeah.
That is the wildest
I
hashtag
understand
ever.
the sentiment.
Yeah,
I
we
understand
get
the
the women.
sentiment.
Believe
Yeah, believe
women,
women. Yeah,
just
it's-
believe them.
Yeah,
Whatever
because
they say,
it
just believe
it
it.
insinuates that women don't lie.
Right.
It's
Because
like
everybody
it's
lies.
insinuating that
Yeah.
women don't lie.
Everybody lies.
Yeah. So but I understand the sentiment though. The sentiment is listen to women.
Right.
Consider
That's really
what they're
it is.
saying. Take
Right.
it seriously. That's the
Right.
the meaning of it.
That's really what it is. Yeah.
But just say the word believe is just the thing that I have a problem with, because you're making a judgment call without facts.
Right.
Believe.
Right. Believe, yeah.
That's what believing something is. You're believing something without facts.
But people jumped on that shit with the ASAP.
Because they that's one of the reasons why I think like it might be controversial to say, but just like new age movements, their names kind of suck because they're meant for hashtags, but they're meant to be a catchy hashtag. But sometimes with hashtags, it's like you're missing important words in there. Like if you
Yeah.
just added another word,
that really clarify what you're
clarify.
doing.
Yeah, believe
Yeah.
women. To me, that's not clear enough. Because that's making me think that you're just saying believe them without facts. Which
Yeah.
could be dangerous. There's a what do you call it? I mean, Emmett Till, I think would be like believe women. Stop. I don't know about that.
Still living and lives in Raleigh.
Because he was killed.
The woman that got Emmett Till killed.
Oh, she's
living?
still alive?
How old is
lives
she
in
now?
bro. That's
She lives in Raleigh?
I think she lives in Raleigh or in North Carolina.
Damn, I thought she was
Hold
dead.
up.
And it was wasn't it a couple
I
years
thought-
ago?
I
A couple
thought
years
she
ago,
admitted
she admitted it because
and
I
then
remember
died.
Dave Chappelle talked about it. That's what
That's
I thought.
true.
Right before she died.
Yeah. She might be dead, but
Yeah, because I think that was definitely in the Chappelle stand-up.
yeah. If it wasn't, I know it was either him or Chris Rock, but it
One
probably
of them
was.
talked about it, but I remember.
Yeah, I remember.
bringing it up.
Yeah, talking about saying like she
But
admitted
But
it.
even then, she was living in Raleigh before she died. Like that would be crazy.
Yeah, but that's
That
going.
was in 1955. It's not that long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1955.
that's
It's 2 years before my mom was born.
And was she young? She was like a young girl around that time too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even know what year she was born.
Yeah, but either way, that was going to. There was a basketball player. Damn, I forgot what his name is, but there was a movie about him, like last year or so, where he was accused of rape and was sent to prison for like 10 to 15 years
I
or
saw
something like that.
that.
But it was a lie.
It was a lie too. Yep.
Yeah, and she admitted it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't say believe women with those situations. Like, somebody could go to jail.
We just brought up 2 racist cases. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Those are racially charged on top of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that shit happens.
But just
too.
still, but
that
like
shit
how
still happens with
that can still
anybody,
fuck up a man's life.
Oh, yeah.
A woman's lie can fuck up a man's life.
Right.
Yeah. So
Their
that's why I'm
lies
like,
don't send them to jail.
Time.
yeah. So
Their
that's why I
lies
like,
do not put them in jail.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So
You
that's
can
why
put
I'm like,
somebody in jail for 10 years off a lie, and then admit it and not go to jail.
but then believe her. So if you doubt her, you can't even doubt her. You know, you have to.
Openly.
Yeah, you have to not believe him and believe her. You know, so it's just like, it's this weird cycle. Look, like I said, again, we understand the sentiment of the
We
movie,
get the
and
sentiment.
we agree with it. You know,
Right,
like
right,
yes,
right,
like
yeah,
take what
definitely,
women
yeah.
say seriously if they come up
Yeah.
with a claim.
But
and all
don't
that
just be
stuff.
saying
but
shit.
don't, but say
and not
believe.
Yeah. And
believe
there's
women.
not
It's like, that's
shred
making
of
a judgment
evidence
call.
There's not a shred of evidence to.
We still need
go
facts, honey.
against it.
Yeah, we still need all the facts. You know, we're still on your side, and we're taking what you're saying seriously. But what is it? Innocent until proven guilty. Like, that's our system and shit. We still have to abide by that. You know.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
She's
but
87.
oh, okay.
She
So
did
it's
die.
real. Yeah, it's realistic that she could be alive.
Oh yeah, I put Ghost inside, man. He was trying to fuck her. That's why she was doing that.
So that's what's going on outside is fucking
Oh, you
rape.
trying to hit?
Yeah. He trying to hit. He like not even. He not listening to nothing. He keep trying to like, I'm swinging her around, and he's like still trying to run on the back of her, like that type
Oh,
of shit.
Oh, yeah.
shit!
Yeah, bro, I put him inside.
People making love
He
outside.
was trying to get
Yeah,
it
that's why
poppin'.
she was making that sound, Cherry.
I told you she was trying to get away from him.
Yeah.
So there's a Me Too thing going on outside.
We stopped a possible rape.
Stop it.
Yeah. Should we believe?
that's-
Should
You
we
don't know no
believe?
better.
No, his shit was sticking out. It was like dripping too, so he might already got some
Woo.
in. Like,
He was ready to go.
yeah.
No, if he would have got it in, he wouldn't have been able to get out.
That's
how
true. They
work.
do get
lock
stuck.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Lock
true,
up.
which
It's
is
like wolves.
crazy.
Yeah, they would lock up. They
Yeah.
would be
Because what
literally
happens? Doesn't
attached.
their dicks? Doesn't
that might
their
happen.
dick? It
Bro,
swells up inside and they
that
can't
shit,
remove
like,
it.
Really?
like the little part that we see is nothing. The dick is really about like this big, and it gets big, it gets swollen, and it comes like all the way out. And it has,
Ouch.
yeah, you have to wait till like that shit goes down and stops being.
Damn, it's like a wall anchor.
Yeah, no key.
It looks so weird. Like it looks so. It's nasty as fuck. Like it's nasty as fuck.
I ain't
don't
never
like it.
seen dogs mate. I've never seen a lot of animals mate, but I think
In
it would be
real life,
disturbing.
anyway. Yeah.
I'll never forget on Jackass. That was the first time I saw a horse's dick.
Oh yeah.
When remember there was like one of the
Yeah.
scenes where they drank the semen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Oh,
like, and
okay.
They brought
yeah.
the horse out. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck? Like that shit
What
was
the
like.
fuck? He's a fucking
Bro, that
ruler.
shit was swinging.
That's a
I was
fact.
like, holy shit! And then they drank that shit. Ugh,
Yeah, disgusting.
God, man.
it's fucking
Yeah, she lives in
disgusting.
Raleigh.
You can never pay me for that.
What?
shit.
Yep.
Damn, let's pull up. Nah,
Nobody
it's
broke
just-
her hip.
Nope.
Damn.
Pussy out here, y'all.
What y'all talking about?
Y'all pussy.
The lady that had
Emmett Till.
Emmett Till killed.
She's still alive.
She's
and
still
living
alive
around?
and she lives in Raleigh.
And George Zimmerman.
Hey, let's bring her to the
around. Y'all
podcast.
pussy.
Nah, it's like- let's bring her to the podcast and ask her why she
Especially
did
if y'all
it.
shooting each other. That's one thing I always feel, and I know that's not a right thing to say.
But
But niggas be killing each other in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
But it's George Zimmerman still walking outside.
Yeah.
Y'all
damn,
y'all
I almost
pussy.
even forgot about
That
damn.
shit make me
I
mad.
almost
It's
even
like,
forgot.
what the fuck? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
you know,
Like,
what the fuck? How is he just walking to the
the
store?
fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Is he
we
protected? Like
I should have, and I know, and even if he was protected, we should have heard about at least
an
some
altercation.
shootouts. Some
Yeah.
shootouts or
An
something.
altercation or something.
Even if he walks around with two niggas, there should have been a moment when, bro, you bought that life on somebody that looked just like you, that
Facts.
lived 2 blocks from you, and these niggas is walking around selling, auctioning their items off because they celebrities for other racist people.
Yeah.
Y'all pussy, yo.
And it's not like they don't know what Zimmerman looks
I don't
like.
kill people unless I have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never killed nobody, but I would if I'm pushed to that level.
Hey, I
Easily,
mean,
you
look.
know what I'm saying?
Hey, look.
But
Terminator
some
2.
of y'all are walking around and y'all take a life 7 days a week and it doesn't affect y'all.
Yeah. Hey, look. It's not even about killing. Like shit.
Yeah.
Shoot him in the shin.
Yeah, do something. Yeah, like that shit is wild to me.
Yeah. Just one pop in the leg or something. Just some kind of like.
It was a flashback on my
That's a what?
Oh shit.
lady at
Yams.
the store.
Yams. There's yams on a phone.
Okay, well, we were talking about Chappelle a little
I was
bit.
gonna ask you
though.
that. Yeah, I was talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
speak of the devil, right?
We can end on that because that'll go.
Yeah.
We'll be like, yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
at
that's mad.
125, so
Yeah.
got a couple minutes.
I'll say I was kind of disappointed. No, not disappointed.
watch
I was
it
kind of
yet.
underwhelmed
Really?
with it. Yeah, like to be
You're
completely
underwhelmed.
honest, I was
Is
kind of
it
underwhelmed.
underwhelming with the funny?
Yes,
That's what it- that's-
Yeah.
I think
that's
that's
what it
really
is.
what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
what
Keep
you're
in
saying.
keep in mind, like I'm not offended by anything he said in the special.
Yeah, not at all.
It's more to just do it like. Well, first of all, like I didn't expect it. The whole special to just be about that subject matter,
Right,
About
true.
just the LGBT
Right,
community. So like 15, 20 minutes in, I was just like, we're still talking about this.
Apparently, he
Yeah.
dedicated to his friend that was
That's
trans that
yeah. I
died.
saw a comment that said that, and it kind of made me like go, okay,
That makes
okay.
sense.
I can see why he did
That
it
makes
now. But
sense.
at the time when I was watching, I was kind of
Yeah, no, I
like
felt that
underwhelmed. I was like,
I
damn,
felt that
dogs
too,
just
though.
opening doors.
Right. I know exactly what you mean.
I was kind of just underwhelmed, and it was the first time as well where I couldn't really tell what was a joke at what was just gaslighting. You know, I couldn't tell. I was just like, where's the punchline? you know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get it. I get the whole sentiment of it because you said you haven't seen it though. Oh, okay. Well, how much can we even say about it?
I mean, I don't get.
oh, you know, because
Yeah.
you'll watch it anyway.
Because
it's not like it's a movie or something.
Yeah, that is one thing because number one, you're right, dog. It wasn't as many jokes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just like when me and Leon were talking about it, which he'll tell his side.
Did you watch it together or separate?
Nope, separate.
Separate,
And
okay.
he was saying the same thing. I've actually watched like 75% of it. I only have like 10
Oh,
minutes
you haven't even finished it yet.
I have 10 minutes left.
Did you
but I'm-
get to the? Did you get to the part where he's talking about a trans comedian that he knew?
Not yet.
Oh, you haven't gotten to that part yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you.
But I've heard a lot of those clips though. I've heard.
Oh,
clips and
okay.
shit. So,
And them talking about it.
but yeah, I won't go into detail or nothing on it or nothing like that. But
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, but like Leon was kind of saying, it started off slow. Like it
Yeah.
felt like it was starting off slow, and it wasn't as many like funny ass jokes. It wasn't that many moments, even with the 75% that I saw.
Yeah.
Like 60 to 75% that I saw.
Yeah. For me, it was the opposite. It was starting
But it
off
was
because I
still.
was excited.
But the point, everything that I saw, I was like, yeah, these points are hitting though.
Yeah, no, yeah, he was making several
Yeah,
points
he was-
in there,
yeah, he was
but
definitely making a gang of points that I did. I agree with all the points that he was making.
but
But
no,
when
no.
it comes to the level of funny though,
level of
Yeah.
funny
I
and
think
like I
level
said,
of funny did pick up in the middle though, for sure.
yeah, there were certain things where I really couldn't tell exactly
where
what the
punch-
point was. Like,
Yeah.
like when he brought up like the baby, that was funny when he brought up saying like, you know. For some reason, I guess I forgot that the baby killed somebody in Greensboro.
yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Charlotte.
about that. Like, you know, but yeah, he brought that up and saying like everybody still supported his career, but
Mm-hmm.
he said something about the gay community and they canceled him
Just
like
like
that,
that,
you know?
yeah.
So basically saying like, oh, okay, so what we're saying is it's not okay to make fun of gay people, but it's okay for a black person to shoot another black person in Greensboro. Like we'll
Right.
still like he'll still
was
get all
self-defense.
the endorsement deals and all that stuff. Like they
Yeah.
don't care about the murderer,
It
the
blew-
murder.
It skyrocketed his career.
Yeah.
Like you
Right.
said. I
Yeah.
think that was the biggest difference.
Yeah,
Not that it was okay, but it skyrocketed his career.
yeah, almost
Yeah,
like
yeah.
making it seem like like it wasn't that big of a deal that he
Right,
killed this
right.
black person, but it's a big deal that he just said something off color about the gay community, and all of a sudden, boom, overnight, you know, like he lost like every endorsement and shit.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crazy.
But like I said, like even with that, it was just like for me, like I was saying, like with the punchline or really understanding what it meant, because I'm like, to me that raises even more questions because I'm just
Right.
like,
And
well,
you would think that he
we
would start going
knew
down that path, maybe.
if we knew that he murdered somebody, why were we supporting a murderer in the first place?
Right.
You know, like to me, it just brought up more questions than any
Yeah.
answers. You know, but yeah, but either like there were some parts where it was like funny, but like I said, it was like not it wasn't like other specials. you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
for some reason it was
It
just
wasn't
like
atypical to still having those powerful points about some subject
Yeah.
matter, but having jokes as well.
yeah, I was still like rooting. You know, I was just
Yeah.
like okay,
Yeah.
maybe I was just like
Man,
This
I
feels
You know,
different.
Chappelle's
it's
stressful.
weird,
so-
but I
Go
really
ahead.
feel like I was just gonna say like I feel like most people will have your take on that.
oh yeah.
I feel like a lot of people I've heard feel that same
Oh,
sentiment
oh,
you're
okay.
feeling about it. Like,
Yeah.
Just
but for some
underwhelmed.
reason, man, I still feel like this one, like, I might just be biased, but I feel like it's
What?
a masterpiece, like, on some real
Oh,
shit.
it is?
Yeah. Like, after watching it a second time, man, like, I found the funny in some of it. And honestly, it's weird, but listening to it the first time through, I found myself being one of those people that I don't like. I found myself hearing him say some shit and cringing like, ooh, I don't know if that's gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like just being open-minded about the whole shit for a little bit.
And actually listening.
And just listening. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went back and watched it again, I was like, nah, man, that shit was extremely good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, that's another thing I'll do too. Like, I'm getting attacked by dogs. That's another thing I'll do too. Like, watch it again. Damn, they're really attacking.
Nala. Oh shit.
Will they be even able to see them?
I didn't
Like,
even know
maybe
he-
they'll be able to see
I
their
didn't
tails.
even know Dutch was in here.
Me neither.
Yeah.
That nigga snuck in here quick.
Yeah.
And he hides in the shadows and shit.
Yeah, he's like,
'Cause
I'm
he's
sick
able
of these
to.
fucking
Yeah,
kids.
'cause he can.
Please.
Yeah. No,
But,
no. I was gonna say that's another thing I'll do. I'll watch it again, but I don't know how much like my opinion will change on
It
it.
may not. It may not.
Yeah, but it's just like, yeah. It's just it was just
know.
kind of just underwhelming.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And then to know that that's the closer, and he's like, it's gonna be a while before you get another one.
Yeah, and there was other parts where it was like I couldn't like I felt like there was a part where he was like focusing on white gay people as opposed to just gay people as a whole, because he was saying he brought up some racial aspect, and I was like, he does know that there are like gay people come in every color, right?
Oh yeah, he
Oh, no,
he
yeah.
addressed that. He addressed
He
that.
had-
But
yeah, he did bring up a
No,
black
you-
gay person wouldn't like call the cops on him.
Yeah,
A white
yeah,
gay
yeah.
person can still use their white privilege
White
Yeah,
and all
so
that
he
stuff.
was,
that
he
yeah,
was
the
yeah.
coming
whole
at
point of
he was
that.
coming
Yeah.
at white privilege the whole. He wasn't coming at white gay people. He was
Okay.
coming at
It was white privilege that he was
Period.
attacking.
Like he
White
was-
people, period.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
that's what
All
he
right.
mentioned. He was like, if you listen to all my jokes, if you go back to all my specials, you'll see the
It's
whole
really
time
white
I've been
people I'm
attacking the
attacking.
white community, not
Yeah.
the gays. I've been looking at how your movement's moving so fast.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
What happened to ours? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe it is just the conversational style. Because at this point, even the one that other
Yeah,
people
the
didn't like,
conversational style.
even the one that other people like, where he was just sitting down in a small room.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
even
Oh,
that,
yeah.
I really enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
personally.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that
So
one.
it's
I like
like,
that one too. Yeah.
So it's like I think maybe it's like I think I've moved past needing Dave Chappelle to be funny for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
That's how I am with Chris Rock, actually.
yeah, like
You're
I don't
you're,
need him
you're
to be
almost
funny.
listening as a sermon now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm
Yeah.
listening. I mean, I'm listening for the funny as well. But I'm like, if it's
It
not
doesn't
everything
have
else
to
he's
have
saying
it.
is so intriguing,
Right.
and like the points he's making, I'm still feeling like hella fulfilled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like,
but
oh,
see, but
shit.
that's the middle. That's that line there though, because that's when it's hard to tell what's a joke and what's a statement. That's when you can rile up people by accident.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, maybe some of his jokes about the LGBT community didn't sound like jokes or didn't feel like jokes, so they took it as offense.
I think that's done on purpose,
When-
though.
Yeah.
No, I know, but what
Yeah,
I'm saying,
oh, but I know what you
if
mean.
people don't know that you're coming at a joke like that, where it's like, oh, it's not supposed to be that funny.
But you know what? Think about this.
Then it
too,
just sounds
though.
like a blatant statement.
Even if it was a joke, they would still have the same level of intensity.
Yeah, they would.
You
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? Like you stating your opinion in non-joke form compared to you stating your opinion in joke form, they're just as mad both ways. The
I guess, yeah,
The reaction.
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sure the reaction level is just as bad. So it's like, why even put Why even put sauce on it?
Yeah,
You gonna
yeah.
feel the same either way. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah. Like if you're just that sensitive that you're gonna feel
Period,
angry,
yeah,
whether
yeah.
it's a joke or
There's
not.
nothing you
Yeah.
could say. Just like
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and then that's a cancel culture thing in general.
Exactly,
Yeah. So
yeah.
maybe like today compared to other like older audiences, like it's harder for people to take a joke in this time.
Period.
You know?
Yeah,
So
that's
I
a
guess
fact.
that's the other thing too. If he said all these jokes, the ones that he's saying today, if he said it in 2003, everybody would be laughing, even gay people.
True.
You know?
That's a fact.
That
But
is so
today,
crazy how-
yeah,
yeah.
modern day audiences are very sensitive, and they're just like, I think it's just like we're just in the age where everybody just have a chip on their shoulder
Yeah.
and just ready to get angry. Like they
Yeah.
get off on being angry. Get off. Yeah, that's how I do. No, with my elbows really. Yeah, they get off on being angry. So that's why I guess I could see like from that point of view, like even if he just makes a joke that's kind of dry, it'll still be
It's still
taken
hit.
as a statement.
Yeah, it'll still
Yeah.
get taken offensively.
Yeah.
But I am gonna finish watching it today, though.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, because you have to get to the part,
I
the
gotta get to
whole, the way he talks about this trans comedian that he was helping, and what
but you just-
happens to her.
Oh yeah, I did hear
Because
about
of her-
that.
Oh, so
But
you already heard about it.
I heard about it, but I still want to hear the
context,
setup,
the
of
setup
course.
and
You know
all-
what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Because that is
Daphne's
one thing
story
about
was crazy.
That is
Yeah.
that is the one good thing about his content is like even though I've obviously heard bits and pieces from the entire thing, you still have to hear it for it
Yeah.
to make sense.
Yeah.
And he does conversation almost based jokes. So it's like
Yep.
you can't even repeat it and fuck it up for me. Like
Yeah,
I can hear it, and even though I know what's coming, I'm like, just he still
The way
puts
he's
you in.
delivering this,
He
yeah.
still takes you out of what you heard before and just has you in that moment to where
Yeah.
it all sounds brand new again.
Yeah, because even with that whole section when he's talking about her, it really brings up a great point of, you know, when you find out what happens to her, like
Yeah.
it really is sort of like, well, that Dave's doing, or was that you guys who supposedly support her? You know,
Right,
like
right,
this
right,
is
right.
somebody that's in your community, but yet you drove them to take their
this.
own life. You know, like, but it was you because she was defending me. You know, and the gay jokes that I was making, she was defending me, but you berated her and she took her life. So it's like, you know, all this love that you're spreading. It was just a great.
It was amazing.
He showed the contradiction.
Yeah,
He did a good
like,
job
very
showing that
clearly,
contradiction.
Very clearly, he did.
So I'll give him
The GOAT.
that for that special.
He's the
yeah.
GOAT.
Yeah.
100% for a
Yeah,
reason, man.
yeah, he still is the GOAT. Yeah,
And I wonder how long he's gonna be gone this time.
yeah, because calling it the closer. I mean, he really did. This really did seem like a mic drop. Like, look,
Yeah.
I must. He even said like, this is the last time I'm going to even talk about this topic.
Yeah.
So I guess that's another thing. He wanted
Why
to get
he- yeah.
all
Wanted
of
to
it
get
off
all
his
out,
chest.
yeah.
Make a whole hour special about it. And it was structured well. You know.
Yeah, it was.
Per usual.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, it was.
I would just still say it was just like compared to the other ones, it was just a little underwhelming. I guess because of that.
What you thought you were walking into almost.
Yeah, I thought I was just expecting him like, man, I want to hear him talk about this or talk about
Some
that. What's
different
going
stuff.
on? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought it was just gonna be like that, but it just really seemed like just a venting for an hour.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
now that I appreciate it because maybe it was needed. You know.
Yeah. And that's how his I can't remember what it was, but it was like, 831 or whatever that YouTube
Oh,
one that he
8
put out.
yeah,
It was
46 or something.
846 or
Yeah.
something like that. Like that one really didn't have any jokes. So
That's true.
This
Yeah.
is like the mutation of that.
Yeah.
That one didn't. I mean, there might have been one joke, maybe two.
That's true, yeah.
That I vividly remember. The one about Iggy Azalea, not Iggy Azalea, Azalea Banks. And maybe one other joke, but I mean that one really didn't.
Yeah,
have
yeah,
any jokes
that's
in it.
true. And I guess
Yeah.
it was about Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
No, well, yeah, it was about
George Floyd
and stuff like that. So he
this
was just
one
really
is
talking
like
about
the
that.
mutation of that, where he gave us more, but it was kinda
Different
in that
topic.
It was in that same vein or
Yeah.
style. It was in the same style.
Yeah. Where it's just like
is
just
more
pointing out what's
pointing out
happening
and
in
talking
the
to you.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not terrible. It's not bad or anything. It's
course
just
not,
like
yeah.
I think maybe I'll do it again. Like I'll watch it again now, knowing what it is, because that could possibly change it. Because I went in there with expectations. So if I take those expectations away, it might hit me different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in his, you kind of do have to always watch his twice.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a lyrical
So much
rapper.
in there.
Like you never
catch it all right.
Yeah, you never catch it all the first time. Like you can catch the
Yeah.
majority of it, but it just really makes more sense the second time
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
if you caught it all, it just makes more sense. So
Now you know that people are like trying to like get
him
him
off of
take him
Netflix.
off at
Oh,
Netflix
yeah.
entirely.
never.
Yeah.
Netflix can't do that. They had too big of a deal.
Yeah.
You can't take one of your largest deals and just because y'all are pissed off,
Right.
I got to throw away these hundreds of million, this $100 million that I gave him or whatever the fuck the number was. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Because
ridiculous.
I mean, is that true? Like, because I've seen like people
And-
talk about it. We're
Okay,
just
go ahead.
just saying like people talk about it, just seeing like tweet quotes and all that stuff. If I'm watching someone talk about it,
Yeah.
saying like you can't have this man on there talking like saying stuff that's hurting the community, and I'm like, and getting people killed and all that stuff. And I'm like, is that true though? Like,
I don't think so.
has anybody died because of what he's
I don't think
said?
so at all.
Like,
I don't think so at all because
a trans woman died because of what they did.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I think anybody could be killed for anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like, Dave Chappelle does not have. Dave Chappelle's never advocated for the harm of a trans person.
Yeah.
And doesn't even speak about it in a malicious way either.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm
he
saying?
doesn't.
So
Yeah.
it's like if you decided to kill a trans person off the strength of you just watched the Dave Chappelle special, that already doesn't like add up. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's plenty of other speakers I'm sure that have said wild shit about trans people. Like I don't fuck with them. It's something yeah, that might charge you up if you was already feeling like
Right,
that.
right,
but
right.
I don't even think his stuff charges you up on that level. And on that, and at the same time, like the LGBT community talking about if they don't cancel Dave, then they'll cancel Netflix. It's like, so we're gonna ignore all the shit that Netflix has. I remember there was a point in time when like just LGBT shit was it just sprinkled throughout everything. You couldn't escape it, and it's
Right.
still to that like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
show that
absolutely.
you've been watching hasn't been any sort of gay anything ever in that show. All of a sudden, within the last 3 to 5 years, there's all of a sudden a character you're like, oh, he kissing niggas now? What the fuck?
Or if,
You know what
or
I'm
maybe
saying?
a
Like,
character that wasn't initially gay, they turned
yeah,
gay.
it's like it's sprinkled in fucking everything. Like,
And keep in mind that these like businesses and these studios, they're not doing it to be inclusive and for love. They're doing it because it's a hot topic now.
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
they're doing it
yeah.
because they know that
even with black
once
people, they're doing
once
that
it
shit.
gets out that there was a gay scene in your show, you'll know you'll get
And
a
it's
different
popular.
and it's popular. You'll get a different level of support. So it's like
Yeah. They're going where the money
they're-
goes and
yeah,
the views and
they're
shit.
going
They
where the
don't
money
care.
goes. And so,
Yeah.
and outside of that, just the amount of shit that Netflix has done for their community in general,
Yeah.
they got so many writers, TV shows, original series.
I think they have
movies.
a gay
They
and
got-
lesbian like
They got a
category.
categories.
Yeah.
They got all type of shit on Netflix. You're telling me there's one thing, or these 5 specials that he has, compared to I'm sure they have at least 100 to 200 plus different types of content, and maybe half of them are original content. On top of that,
Yeah.
he's gonna make you cancel Netflix.
Yeah.
Like that shit is sensitive as hell.
And
Yeah.
with Dave Chappelle, like going back to what you were saying, like it's not malicious and all that stuff.
Yeah.
To me, Dave Chappelle just seems like a person that he doesn't hate it. It's just like I don't get
got
it.
questions
I don't
about
get
it.
it, but you know, whatever. Or he'll point out something funny about it. Like with the what's her name? The one that was a Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, just the irony of the
Right.
fact that he was a woman for a year and got Woman of the Year.
Woman of the year.
Yeah.
The first year he was a woman.
A woman.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
there are women who have,
He was
like been
well,
women for a long time.
Like I said, if I was a bitch,
All
I'd
their
be
life.
pissed.
Yeah, yeah. But that's funny.
real shit.
That's funny. Yeah. That's true
Right.
and funny.
I've been bleeding my whole life, and this nigga got it in a year.
Never even had a period.
Yeah.
Still can't have a period, but Woman of the Year. So that's
Yeah.
funny,
That's
you know.
funny,
So if
yeah.
but they got offended about that too, because it's just like, if they can't take that as a joke,
Come
come on, man. Then what can you take as a joke?
Nothing
What
is-
can you take as a
They
joke?
can't take any jokes.
Yeah.
They can't take.
Can you make a
anything.
gay joke at all? You know, because that was a funny joke. They should have laughed that off. Honestly, you know, like that should have been. That is kind of funny.
And then kind of like how he was saying in this special, there is a part of it, even though it's not a part that I would say that I was conscious of it, but when he brought it up, I've definitely felt like it's like black people, we jealous of how much progress you niggas are making. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that is a part, even if you don't nestle and think about it. I just brought it up earlier in the podcast when I was like, gay people and Asian people got rights protecting them, and we still don't. I just brought that up earlier.
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Yeah.
so I'm a little jealous of that too, and I
Yeah.
felt that shit because it's like,
Yeah.
niggas been fighting for shit since civil rights,
Yeah.
and still in present,
Yeah,
and you just
got it.
you out
Quickness.
here clicking.
Yeah.
So it's like it's so now, and then that has you looking at is it the people saying yes and no, or is it the actual organization?
Yeah.
Which is both. It's
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, it's probably a mixture of both. The
It's
truth
both.
is in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, but come on, man. Like I would just say, just to everybody, just in this time, it's just like what, like lighten up. You know, like just be
can't.
able to. You can't
I don't think they can.
like cancel culture is a whole conversation in and of itself. Where it's just
Who
like
would ever thought we would get to this point?
exactly,
for real.
and he never thought that either. You know, like
Yeah.
he thought in fucking 2021 he could just make jokes without any repercussions. You know,
Right.
but you can't apparently. So it's a tough time to be a comedian in the 21st century.
But I mean, he said it in one of his. I feel like he said it in one of his earlier specials where he was like, the only reason, the reason that they get so much steam and stuff too is because white men want to do it.
Do
like,
what?
the LGBTQ.
Yeah. Oh,
And
really?
White men are a part of that community.
which is the
Oh,
So that's why they're able to
okay.
get shit done quicker because it affects the people at the top,
Some men,
economically
yeah,
and
like
socially.
yeah, ones up there that who are gay are
Because
probably.
who's really walking around here like how many white? Nobody's saying I really want to be black. I wish I had all the black struggle, the black
Right,
stereotypes. I wish I was actually black. No, but
Right.
if you know what I'm saying,
Right,
like
right.
Yeah.
so yeah, I was like that's some real shit too. Like depending on who is it affecting,
Yeah, yeah.
and once it's affecting them, it's like It's crazy though, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, even with women and men, where it's just like, like you'll see women saying like we should get rid of Viagra because if you're going to, what did they say?
Never heard that. That shit sounds wild.
Oh yeah, but just comparing it to like if if pregnancy is natural, like if you get impregnated, it's just I can't get rid of my baby because it's like a natural thing. It's like, okay, well then impotence is natural too. Then, take away if I can't choose. I don't want to pay for Viagra if I can't pay, like taxes for Viagra and all that shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because that helps us. But in terms of like women, like, like if they get impregnated by a relative or a fucking rapist or something like that, they have to keep the baby.
That shit is wild.
I'm saying it all wrong, but
abortion is like ridiculously small. Like
6 weeks.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, six
6 weeks. Yeah, and a lot of women don't know that they're even pregnant in that amount of time. So
because you get a period once a month, and it might be late. It might take 6 months before you. If your period is late, you might go 6 weeks without thinking about it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Easily.
just not even think that you're late because you're like, it's been late before the last 30 years of my life or 20, or last 15 years of my life. This is regular. It's going to come at some point today.
Yeah.
And then by the time you really figure it out, or once week 7 gets there, you're like, hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you take one, but you're already outside of your period.
Yeah, but
outside of your
going
abortion period.
back to your point, I just brought that up just to go to your point of just like whoever's in power will always help themselves.
Right.
So that's why we have Viagra and other,
True.
things like that to help us
most
out.
of the stuff that we have is because.
But we're not women, so we don't care about your problems. Yeah,
Right.
because we're in power. But yeah, oh yeah, he was looking at the time.
Yeah, it's probably about that time. Yeah, we're at 142, 145.
Okay, yeah,
So
that's cool.
But yeah, so we'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, lighten up and rub the ball heads.
You know what I'm saying? I
Chris-
feel like when you did that, I literally felt like Guap Dad 4000. I felt it in my spirit. I felt it in my spirit, and I was like, I'm a pretty motherfucker,
Yeah.
and I will do
video
better.
like that.
It was like
Yeah.
that nigga. When that nigga said,
Just rubbing your
that
head.
nigga said, I will eat cup noodles, but I'll never be poor in the mind.
Yeah.
That's the difference between me and you.
Yeah. And the way he ended it, I love I.
Love yourself. Signed. I.
Signed I.
I have this picture just so I could give it to myself. I love you, I. Nobody.
Yeah.
No,
Nobody does it like we.
Yeah. Sincerely or love.
I.
I'm gonna put that.
That's genius.
That'll be the closest to this episode.
Yeah.
That'll be because I just found the Guap Dad 4000 interview.
Yeah.
One of the funniest niggas. Top 5.
him.
He's one of those
favorite-
natural.
Just top
Yeah.
5 favorite people in the. He was on at the end of the day, and then we'll end it with this. He said that he knew that him and AD were friends. Because the first time he met him, he went in the studio and they're supposed to be working on music. They was their first time meeting, so it was all chemistry. He said, after I rapped my first line, he said, I knew me and AD were friends because he was so impressed with my rapping. After I rapped my first line, he was like, hey, yo, bro, you want something from Hardee's? And he was like, so I knew the fact that he extended to buying niggas some food, he was fucking with me.
Yeah.
We've been friends ever since.
And
I
Hardee's.
was like, it wasn't Hardee's. It was like Jack in the Box,
Oh,
some
Jack-
LA
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, that is real as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even
Yeah.
ask a nigga if he's hungry.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're like, okay, I fuck with this nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I'll buy him a meal.
Yeah, bro, that shit was funny. But
Yeah.
we'll end it on that.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe here. And I would hate to, I hate to do this, but Guap Dad is the shit. So Google Guap Dad interviews, Guap Dad 4000, and the nigga is hilarious. It's gonna be highly enjoyable. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Everything the 3 Oak Podcast, and we out. Peace.
Peace.
This is my birthday. I'm 24 years of age, and I'm letting you know that I am better than everybody. I'm better than all of you, and I'm not tolerating anything broke this year. I'm not tolerating broke people, broke thoughts, broke responsibilities, or anything broke. I'll still eat cup noodles, but I will never be broke in the mind, and that's what matters. You people are broke in the mind, and I plan to be the very best. I will catch all the Pokemon, and I will drink all the Hennessy. Happy birthday to me, I love you. I took this picture just to give it to myself. I love me, happy birthday you. Nobody does me better than yourself. Love, I.